Now, listen to Auntie Tools. The secret to sending nudes is to watch.
You really think in this life that I would have had sugar daddies that could change my life and I'll still be talking to you lots?
I'll save this.
My ass.
I'll save this.
On a yacht. In Dubai. Welcome to OffAir with Gbemi and Toolz. I sound funny because I have a cold, but I'm still sexy though. Abby?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Hi, Gbemi.
Don't you? You're a dirty, sticky life. Ever tell me hi?
What?
Nonsense.
What?
No, she's the dirtiest in the industry.
The
Nonsense.
Oh my
Rubbish.
God. Really? You're just going to be able to buy about this? Really?
Nonsense.
Really?
Idiot. Rubbish.
Okay.
What the hell, man? No, honestly, when that clip went on social media, I was just cringing. I was cringing because it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. I felt I had like secondhand embarrassment. I mean, we're laughing now.
Yeah,
we're
laughing now. Obviously, we love both the ladies, and we're hoping that this whole thing can be squashed. And the reason we got so many messages from people saying, "Oh my gosh, please, you guys talk about it." But we had already filmed last week's show, and obviously we couldn't include it. But I was shocked. I was very, very shocked. Obviously, both of us know that things have been like brewing between both of them for a while. And I remember many, many years ago, I actually had a conversation with Shay. It was quite a few years ago. I had a conversation with Shay, and I was like, "So what actually is happening between you guys? Like, what's going on?" And the crazy thing is, I didn't. Maybe this is before some things happened, but it wasn't. It was just
there was nothing tangible.
It was kind of like how sometimes a lot of these things start from the people in their camps. So somebody will just, "Oh my gosh, did you see the way she was looking at you? Oh, did you see this?" And then you don't see these things, but then because the people around you are kind of saying these things to you, you start believing it, and then you start believing that there's like an issue. So
also people like to pit people against each other, especially women. So when these two came out, I mean Tiwa came out first, and a couple of years later, maybe like a year or two after, I can't remember, Shay comes in, and then people are like, people are saying things to the other person. "Oh, she's coming to take your place," or they're telling the other person, "Oh, she hates you because she said you're copying her," and and then you're human, you start to take these things to heart, and the next thing you know, the person is the enemy, the other person is the enemy, when really it was just people projecting onto both of you at the end of the day.
I feel that sorry to interrupt, I feel like this happens with a lot of artists. I feel like I mean, if you look at maybe David and Wiz now, you'd probably see similarities where people in their camps are kind of saying things. I mean, I gave you an example of something that happened to me where somebody said, "Oh my gosh, do you have an issue with this person?" I'm like, "No, the way she was looking at you, so much hatred." I'm like, I didn't see anything. But thankfully I'm older now, I'm wiser, so things like that I'm just like, oh well. Unless we actually have an issue, if we have an argument, a conversation, unless that happens, I'm really, really, really not going to.
I think it's funny how people perceive beef. Like, unless the person has said to you, "You know what, I don't like you, bitch," or something like that. Or some people will be like, "Oh, I thought you had a problem." I'm like, if I had the problem with you, I'll let you know I have a problem with you. Simple. That's not the person I am.
Unless I have tangible evidence that they tried to stop my bag, then it's on. But yeah, I just hope that both of them will kind of
in this case people are like, "Oh, whose side are you on? Who do you think did what?"
I'm not on anyone's side.
I'm not on anybody's side.
I think because of our jobs as well, we really can't be on anyone's side.
And then we've also seen things, we've been in this industry for a while, and we've seen and heard things that behind the scenes. So all I'm gonna say is this: I feel like Shay shouldn't have gone to say hi. You know what? Even though she says that her intentions were pure or whatever, she shouldn't have gone to say hi. And if Tiwa felt the way that she felt and she was like, "Why someone come and say hi to me?" then she should have just ignored. And and then that would have been the end of that. But this whole behavior, like it was
the thing that made me like very, very uncomfortable. I mean, everybody knows how like much of a softie I am when it comes to my kids and everything. I was very shocked when she swore on her son.
That was unnecessary.
I was like, no. I mean, if it wasn't for me, it wasn't like
it wasn't necessary.
It wasn't that serious. You bring your children in. So I was a bit like, oh gosh, I wish she hadn't done that.
I mean, I guess she wanted to really prove that she really didn't do anything, but you really don't have to bring. I mean, little boy is playing somewhere. People were now making jokes about it. Oh, this one does not know that his mom is using him to swear in salon. I was just like, can you please?
Yeah.
It was unnecessary. The slut shaming, we're past that. We're past all of that. Dirty yash this, dirty yash. Well, open your yash, or your yash is the dirtiest. You are a dog. So and like I was just like, no, just the whole thing was unnecessary. I was embarrassed, and unnecessary. Because let me tell you something. As much as people don't know, male artists have even worse beef in this industry, but they don't talk about it. Okay, let's just know now. There's some beefs that nobody will ever know, but the beef is so strong. Is ridiculous.
Do you care to give us some examples?
No, I'm not giving any examples. Sure. But some of these guys are out here even jazzing each other. It's crazy. But people will not hear about it. So they'll only hear about the women's side and think women can never get along. No. A lot of male artists also beef each other, but we just never hear about it. It is what it is.
I mean, some we do. But anyways, I hope that, both ladies are able to sort things out. You know who was quiet that I was like, oh, when she sees this, she's going to go off? Victoria Kimani. I was like, the girl has
traveled now, so I've just seen her in Nigeria since that time.
She's left Nigeria and our wars behind.
She was just like, bye.
She didn't, and I was like, oh. Then I checked her page and nothing. I was like, okay. So it was, Anyways,
she's so old. Like, why?
I don't know. Like you said, maybe. Well, like I was saying earlier, maybe something else happened and we didn't know about.
I mean, there's so many accounts. Shay came out the next day to say, well, this is what happened. She said that she said hi. That Tiwa said hi back, and then in like 20 minutes. Tiwa came, I was like, you never your dirty stinking life. I was just like, well, you know what? He said, she said. You know what? That was just unnecessary.
Question: Who do you think filmed it?
That's the mystery. Yay.
No, but I guess they were trying to hide their phone.
Were they really?
Yeah.
You know what?
No. She. Why is it E?
I strongly believe that whoever it is that was filming that thing filmed on purpose. Obviously, you know what you're doing, and they knew. In fact, when I saw the whole thing, I was like, "Come, is this staged? Like, what is this?"
You thought it was staged?
I swear, because I was like, "Look, let me tell you something. If I tell you some of the scandalous things that have happened in this industry, and then you find out it was staged, you'd be shocked. So I don't even believe anything anymore. So it was hard for me to. I was just like. Did these two are they going to announce that they have a song out or something? But look, whatever the case may be,
that would be great PR.
But anyway, all I'm going to say is that you guys, whatever conversations that you're having, whatever interactions that you're having, whatever it is you're doing, there's always a camera phone nearby. So just be very careful. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
Okay, so we have to say a big thank you to the OffAir gang. We see your messages, we see the love, we appreciate you, and we love your back. We I don't know what you we get lots of messages from you guys, and we don't always get to read them. We don't always get to read them on air. So that's what we're going to do now. And this one, we're going to keep you anonymous, and this is how it reads. Hello, OffAir. I have questions. So there's this babe I'm dating. She's in the UK. I'm in Nigeria. But she always has issues with me posting other girls on my status. I run a fashion brand, so I post my clients on my status on their birthdays or pictures of them wearing the brand, and she has a very big issue with it. So she says she doesn't want me posting girls on my status at all, that I should send them a direct message instead. And I told her that's not possible. She said I'm stubborn, that I can't keep doing something to hurt her and claim to love her. Anyways, that has caused some friction in the relationship, and I sincerely don't see the relationship going anywhere again, as much as I would want it to happen. This helps my business, by the way. Do I really need to stop hosting other girls? First off, I'm not really a fan of long distance relationships.
I was about to say, like, that's just too long.
Nigeria, UK, but anyways, that's not what he asked us. That's
besides the point. But I mean, what do you think? I mean, I feel that she needs to chill. This is the era of social media. This is the era where you have to show, appreciation to your customers. At the same time, you're pushing your brand. People are also getting to see what the person is wearing because they're wearing your brand. So if she doesn't understand that she's not the one for you because she's taking money out of your mouth.
However, a very critical point I'd like to bring up. He is a Nigerian man. So there's a good chance that not all of them are just clients. There might be one or two of them that are, friends.
Extra friends.
Yes, where they have after the person wears his outfits, his products, they might have genital meet and greets. Yes. It's true. Do you know crazy things I've heard? I've heard that, with this new WhatsApp thing, you can actually select who can see your stories.
Yeah.
So there are people that I've heard of basically posting their supposed, one of their, partners saying, oh, I love you, blah, 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 blah. And that person is the only person who can see it.
So if you are doubting, just make sure you try and see the person's status from another person's phone. And if you can't see it, then you know that person is just a dirty, stinking liar.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I don't but then I think I think it's very important to obviously establish some trust, especially if it's a long distance thing. That's why you know why I could never really do a long distance thing. I couldn't really trust myself.
Okay, so wait.
I'm not even gonna lie.
But I think we've talked about this before, but maybe your view has changed. So what is long distance really? Okay, let me give you a few locations. So Lagos and Ibadan.
That's long distance.
Lagos, Lekki and Mowe.
Long distance.
Okay, Lekki and Magodo.
Long distance.
I don't even know how far that is.
Lekki and Surulere.
That's not that bad now. Lekki and Surulere is not that bad, girl. For me,
now that they've closed the Coast Bridge, is long distance, please.
For me, any Lekki VI Festac, that's long distance.
Festac? What's like you need visa to get there? That's far as hell.
If for me, I consider long distance if we're talking and I'm like, oh, I really want to see you now, and you're like, I don't know the map, the traffic or whatever. So if it's a random, okay, let's just link up, let's just see each other. If that is long, but then again, that can happen from VI to Lekki.
You know what I'm laughing? Because that show is it Show Them Camp that had a song about Badagry. Badagry. She said he met some fine girl. She was everything, and then he said, "Where do you live?" And she said, "Badagry." She said, "Badagry, girl, no."
Where did she came to the? She came.
I don't know where they met, but I'm just like.
But but I've always been very, very. I've always found long distance relationships difficult to deal with.
I need to see you at least. Well, when we're dating, I need to see you at least 3-4 times.
I don't like missing people. I get very crazy when I miss somebody.
I think it's a Cancerian thing.
Yeah.
We need to.
Yeah, I want to know that even if we're fighting, I still want to see your face.
Yeah,
so I can eye you, and you can, I still want to see your face and everything.
And then push my booty.
So,
while we're sleeping, and I'm not talking to you, but still that kind of thing.
So I think it's
judge me. That's it.
Is he judging you?
Yeah, it's just like.
But on a serious note, if you have got a long distance relationship, you need to establish some ground rules. Some ground rules being, you need to discuss the whole trust thing. You have to trust each other explicitly. You have to realize that, okay, you might wake up, just before your period comes, and you're
very angry.
You're like a bitch in heat.
Oh well,
yeah. Yeah, and then your partner is in Nigeria. You're in the UK.
Look, if you are in a relationship with anybody in the UK right now, you're deceiving yourself. The UK is cold. Okay? They need somebody to hold.
It's June. It's warm now, man.
Even their summer is still cold. It doesn't matter.
I'm on the streets right now. It doesn't matter.
Nigerian guys that you can live in VI, he can live in Lekki, and he still has 5 girlfriends. Talk less of if you live all the way. So I feel like long distance relationships.
Yeah, it's a Nigerian thing.
What is it then?
It's a bad man thing.
It's a Nigerian thing.
Should we open your yash? Should we open your dirty stinking yash? Should we open your dirty stinking yash? I said, guy.
Oh God. Man, all right, next fan.
Anyways, what's the next one? Advice. Did we give him advice? Anyways, you guys need to sort out your trust issues. You need to sort out your trust issues. And you know, if you can't sort that out, then maybe this relationship isn't for you. Yeah. So I think there might be some underlying trust issues. Maybe that's not even what she has like an issue with. Maybe it's something else. So you need to just sit down and like, you know, talk about trust and see if you guys can continue. Yo!
What?
So there's this Instagram account called Lagos Wild Nights.
Yeah.
And it was somebody like at work that found it. And there was this one that I read that I was looking after my kids and I'm like, let me read this. Sometimes it happens, but they know I love them. They know I love them. They do. Hi Ash.
Look at you.
So
anyways, I mean, no, he should. Don't watch mommy doing this. No, go to bed. Oh my gosh, what if our kids are old and they watch us and they're like...
The internet never forget.
No, but do you think YouTube is still going to be...
Do you know what my aunt said? My aunt came visiting this weekend and she was like, you are that your show. That your show with Toolz. I was like, hey. And she goes, he choke. I was like, oh my God. I wanted to enter the ground. I was like, oh my God.
I'm really surprised that my mom hasn't seen it because everybody, you know, everyone in their family has this snitch of an auntie.
Yeah.
That sends, you know, like stuff.
Links and stuff.
So I'm surprised my mom hasn't seen it, but you know,
I'm sure she has.
Hi mom.
Stop watching. And stop creating ghost accounts to follow me.
So this girl was so they had this thing called the Sugar Baby series. Okay. Where, you know, women were giving their accounts of, you know, like how they met their sugar daddies, a relationship, whatever. So they asked, so this girl was like, they did an interview with this girl and they were asking her like, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened? And she said that because she's still kind of new in the game, that nothing much has happened. But she said her friend called Nancy, she said that Nancy's sugar daddy is a politician. And she said that the girl is kind of like the girl that most guys want to be with. She's kind of curvy, light skin, all of that. And she said that they've actually been together for a while, but she can count the number of times he's put his dick inside her. They met at a party, they hit it off. He was so sweet, they exchanged numbers and he invited her for dinner. She said that he actually cleared out the restaurant for her and she was like, oh my gosh, and she was calculating how much she'd be collecting. After that dinner, they didn't have sex that night and he sent a convoy to go and drop her. A few days later, he asked her to come to one of his houses very early in the morning before 8 a.m. And she did just that and she goes, this wasn't his main house, but it was big, furnished cars and everything. So she thought that he kind of just wanted to have like a quickie before work. So he kept her waiting for a second. Then he now told her to come to the room and she noticed that there were 3 cuffs on the bed. He locked the door and asked her to strip. She said she was hesitant, but he yelled at her to stop wasting his time, so she stripped. Remember, she was still very new to this, and this was a room, a house that belonged to a politician. Mopo was outside and she knew that there was no way she could escape. He told her to lie on the bed and proceeded to cuff both her hands through the metal frame, then both her legs separately with the other 2 cuffs, so her legs were wide open. Then he excused himself and locked the door behind him. That's how he left her. Like that from morning till almost 10 p.m. in the evening. She said she screamed, she cried, she pissed on the bed, she gave her life to Christ and she passed out. She woke up again and repeated the cycle. She genuinely thought she was going to die. She said she wasn't surprised that because she had scapegoat syndrome. At some point, she said she couldn't breathe because she was clearly having a panic attack. Man finally came back after about 12 hours of leaving her there.
That's wicked. There's no food.
No food. She was locked up. She was like tied up and everything. And immediately she saw him, she started crying and begging. He saw that she had pissed on the bed. He touched it and smelled his hands. Then he just sat down, unbuckled his pants and was watching her cry and beg while he touched himself. Then he stood up and came on her face before using his penis to wipe the tears from her face. Afterwards, he went to the toilet to clean up, then uncuffed her and asked her to stop crying and clean up. Why are you guys laughing? This is horrible.
I know.
He stepped out of the room and she said she just laid there because she couldn't stand up. When she finally stood up, she did round 2 crying and she went to the bathroom to clean up. When she came out, she said he was like a completely different human being. He was nice again. The dining table had been set. There was a buffet there and she ate. She said that he asked what...
She still had mouth.
She asked her what... She hadn't eaten all day. She said that he asked her what she wanted, that she could ask for anything. So she asked for 500k and a new iPhone.
It's stupid, girl. It's stupid, girl.
Anyways, so apparently she's still with him. So, but
this is how you should earn your house, stupid girl. Like, really?
But wait a second. My thing is, why didn't she just, as soon as he came and he uncuffed her, why didn't she just freaking dash out? Because they could have used her for rituals or something.
I'm sure that's not even ritualistic. You know what? That's just sick.
But wait, there are some crazy people out there. Remember that actor that they found him, that he ended up killing himself because he liked to choke himself, and he was by himself, and they found him in a cupboard. He choked himself and he died. And even one of these CNN guys, apparently he was high on coke.
Richard Quest.
Yes, this is allegedly.
He's not allegedly. It happened actually. You could check it. The records are there. He was found in a park beyond
high off cocaine
when the park had closed, and he had a noose around his neck and a noose around his balls. So the way he did it is basically that
he cut a hole. He cut a hole in his jacket.
In the pocket. So anytime he would touch himself, it would the rope would tighten. It was basically some weird fetish. Anyway, I think he only went. He's not dead. He's alive.
No,
you
that's
still watch him on CNN every day.
That's Bourdain you're thinking.
You still watch him on CNN every day.
Yeah, Richard Quest is still very much alive. So there are people that have like weird fetishes. Somebody was actually, I think a few people have actually said this, that if you know what, these sugar babies do, that you would actually, like doff your hat for Ron's girls. Because you're probably thinking, maybe he just has to hook up with an older man. No, they're into some weird shit. And those stories that used to go around about the girls that used to go to Dubai and they'd shit on you and stuff. There's some people that actually have those, fetishes. It's gone beyond golden showers. What is the other name for, like, anyways, we don't need to,
coprophilias. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then I heard that there's some people that they will call these girls and then they will make you like do stuff with animals, like dogs and stuff.
Yeah, that's old now.
Yeah. So it's seriously this, as much as you kind of think, this story doesn't sound, it doesn't sound true. I think there's some crazy shit that goes on in Nigeria, some crazy shit that goes on in Lagos. If you think about it, a lot of these guys, they've probably been with like so many women, and regular sex just doesn't do it for them anymore. Regular, whatever position, and now they just want to, add some spice or whatever.
Ordinary things never do me again.
Do you understand?
What was that song?
No, your voice
It's bad.
It's mad.
It's mad. No,
What's exciting both of you?
Go record a song.
Sir, he's smiling. All his 36 touch.
Why are you rubbing your thighs?
He's like, this one.
Oh my god. Anyway, but I'm sure you've been in Lagos longer than I have, so I'm sure you've heard some crazy stories.
Sure, I have heard some crazy shit, but it's just I have a headache just thinking about.
What's the craziest thing that you heard like a sugar baby had to do for a sugar daddy?
Lick a wound.
Oh no!
Yeah, I heard that one.
Oh!
Yeah. That he got her into a room or something, and then he raised like his booba leg, and there were like maggots coming out of it, and he was like,
No, but
that was ritual. Yeah, it was real. Yeah, and he was like, you have to lick it or else, or I'll kill you or something like that. And so yeah, that was his own jazz.
So I'm just thinking, like, how much money is worth all of that? Like 500. Like when I read this thing, 500K, really?
That's what she did for like you pay money.
Oh
she had
my
probably
gosh.
not maybe made that much money before in her life. So she was like 500K was the peak for her, and the fact that the guy was willing to give her, she was like, oh, next time I'll ask for this.
But she thought she was gonna die. She thought she was going to die. So oh my gosh. You know what? If anyone is watching this and they want to get in touch with us anonymously, and maybe you want to share your story, because like before I moved to Lagos, I really would not have believed half of the things that I know you basically are very true now. So if you want to let us know, like the first email that I read out, we won't mention your name, it won't be revealed, or you can just set up a dummy account and let us know, because people are moving crazy in this country, man. All right, so on that note, we're going to move to something more serious. Drinking game!
Yay! Shout out to our friends at Barnomatics. They even like customize like bottles and stuff. That was really cool.
Let me do advert for you.
Okay, do it.
Oh shit, this is coming off.
Thank you, accent girl. A whole bottle.
OffAir at the back.
OffAir at the back. Thank you very much. All right, let's do this.
That's it.
Drinking game. Where's everyone's cups? It's not just me and Gbemi that's going to do this.
Last season was just us. So
We
this
drank last season.
was very minimal. It was very small.
Where are your cups?
We're here.
So the first game that we're going to play is Never Have I Ever. And just so you know how this is working, I've got my drink. Gbemi's got her drink. This one is for Hassan Guy. This one's for TK. This one's for Hassan Girl, Awazi. And this one's for Dio. All right. Okay, let's do this.
So we're gonna start off slow. Never have I ever cheated in a relationship.
What is your definition of cheating?
Please drink. Just, if you have to ask that question,
That's what I
if
want
you
to
have to
know.
ask that question.
What's the definition of
Anything
cheating?
you cannot tell your partner that you're doing with someone else is cheating.
Please drink or you cheat.
That's not fair because,
What
you
if
know,
this is a small flat?
I always...
Anything you cannot tell your
I
partner.
always run relationships like with this whole need to know.
Anything you cannot tell
or
your
whatever.
I mean...
Anything
Can you please just drink to come to the
Wait,
next
no.
question?
Let's reach because I didn't really tell my partner then how much money I had. Is that cheating?
That's not what
No,
I'm talking about.
I mean with
You
someone
know that's what I'm
else.
talking about.
I said with someone else.
Can you
Anything
please
you've done with
just
someone
drink?
else.
Maybe.
I mean, if you guys want to be fine.
I've not cheated. I have not.
Even if you just
When I'm in a relationship, I'm proper like loyal. Now when I'm not in a relationship,
we are full blown. You know,
Okay, I admitted.
you know, I'm going
Wait.
to the streets.
That's getting what
Streets are calling my name.
Wait, hang on a second. Is overlapping, is that cheating?
Yeah.
How is that cheating?
No,
There was,
no.
there was a relationship with one person.
I have not
No, but
ended,
that
and you're
depends.
going to-
But wait.
And then you-
But mentally, I was not
You are
there.
still with the person. You didn't sign out.
Physically, I was still there, but mentally, moti
You
lost.
didn't sign out.
Okay.
I'm over here, but since morning.
You drank so much for this cheating question.
Oh my hand.
No, because I need to, okay, next question.
Next.
Never have I ever considered doing a thing with someone of the same gender.
Oh, never.
If you look at me and say young Emmy, I'm going to blow you. Wait, when you say, okay, I mean, okay.
Y'all get me or SARS. Like this season alone.
I've had another girl kiss me.
Drink more.
Did you like it though?
No, it was weird.
I kissed a girl.
She wasn't my type.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't like this. Never have I ever.
I'm gonna have to lie. Go on.
Never have I ever taken money from someone I was not proud of.
What do you mean?
Someone you're not proud of what they do. You're not proud of how
You want
got
to
the
give me money?
yeah.
I'll take your money.
Exactly.
So it was this time,
Uh-huh.
that's how we went to do this show outside of Lagos. And then
I know the story.
So we went to somewhere in Lagos, and we went somewhere outside Lagos rather. Went to do this show, and so I was like, I think I was co-hosting the show, and later on they were like, oh, there's this governor. It was in the state, and the governor was like, oh, they want you to come for breakfast. And I was like, me by myself? And I go, no, there are a few people. So went to the what's it called now?
The governor's lodge or lounge
Or something like that.
government house or something.
Yeah, government house. So we went there, and there were quite a few of us there because I was like, oh gosh, it's not just me. So there were quite a few of us there. We're just waiting, and then the next thing we just see people bringing in Ghana must go, like bags like that, and I was just like, what is going on? Anyways, so one by one, we were called and everything, and then I was just like, oh my gosh, should I be doing this? This feels so wrong. Oh my gosh. And then so they gave us the money. They gave us like a thanks for coming or whatever, and the money smelled funny
Because it's been indoors for a long time.
I thought it was jazzed. So I was like, I can't keep this in my house. I quickly went to put it in the bank. Because I was like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is dirty money.
I thought you say you even gave it away or something.
Because of what now?
Look at you.
I don't understand.
I thought you said it's
That's
not
the bank's problem. It's not mine. It's not mine.
Wow.
See, you know what? As I paid that money in, I knew that as I was withdrawing the next day, that's not the money I'm touching. Whoever that money is not my problem anymore. So yeah, I kind of felt like a bit like, oh, should we be doing this? And isn't this like money supposed to be for the state? Like
upstanding citizen. Oladeji breakfast.
I actually didn't eat breakfast,
Sure.
but I took the money. Yeah.
Okay, never have I ever sent nudes.
Him so.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I've never sent nudes.
The secret to sending. Now, listen to Auntie Toolz. The secret to sending nudes is to what?
Don't show your face. And if you have tattoos,
continue to wear tattoos.
I don't have any tattoos, so you can't even tell if it's my body.
No, don't tell me that this is the one reason you're not getting tattoos.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm just joking.
You know what? Don't mind her. If you're going to, obviously, don't send nudes to like random people. Don't send nudes to like stupid people that would just, put them out there and everything. So if like me, you do have like 1 or 2 or 3 tattoos, you just know how to, yeah. But revenge porn still exists. So
exactly.
just, make sure that if they're like, is that not you? Be like, how is that me?
That's a random brown girl with a nice body.
That could be anybody. And then just make sure like it's your bed sheets are not very specific and
exactly not the one that they printed your name on it.
You understand?
Stuff.
All right, next one.
Never have I ever lied on this show.
Have I lied?
I wouldn't say lied. I would say maybe.
Story.
I feel like I need to,
Drink if you've lied.
I've omitted.
Yeah, that's not lying.
That's not lying. So I'm not drinking.
Never have I ever had a threesome.
Never.
Accent guy, drink. TK. Wow.
Oh, it's getting spicy.
Accent guy took a long
hello,
go.
accent girl.
Wait.
What are you doing?
I'm not drinking.
Why?
I've never had a threesome.
All right. Never have I ever had more than 3 threesomes. Never have I ever had more than 3 threesomes.
Drink, okay, drink.
That was all.
Accent guy said, well, every other Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. Okay.
Never have I ever choked or been choked.
No.
With all the choke I've been shouting.
Drink your choking drink.
How many times are you gonna drink, accent guy?
People stop bullying these guys.
I don't joke. I fear Instagram. Like, just put somebody person that dies. I'll be like.
Okay. Wait, did you drink? Why did you drink?
I drank.
Women, did you drink? TK, you drank.
Exactly.
Unless you are choking out with money.
Hello. Hey.
Accent guy, you drank. Okay, next one.
All right, so who do you think is? Let's start with that.
Okay.
Most likely to get arrested.
Everybody say the person.
Awazi.
Gbemi.
Awazi.
Why? Okay, wait. Why do you think I'll get
You're
arrested?
so violent.
I'm not violent.
You thrown something at me before.
Oh, but it was just a flip flop. Why do you think I'll be arrested?
I don't know. I just feel like I could see you tearing shirts with the last month person or something.
I can see Gbemi slapping someone on the streets.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
can see, and the proper village wrestling where you try and like flip the person over. I can see Gbemi.
Oh my God, no! I'm very gentle.
Hey,
Very gentle.
I'm very gentle. All the things I'm wearing. Off, man.
wipe the shit from your mouth, cause that's bullshit. All right, next one.
Okay. Who do you think is the most likely to be a sugar baby?
Yeah, probably this one.
See more?
You pointed to you. You pointed to me.
Why me? Why not? Why not?
You just have like sugar baby vibes.
Vibes,
Like sugar baby
I feel
vibes.
like you should have like 3 sugar daddies.
You look like the type.
What do you mean? I don't know.
I don't know. You have Oladeji come and do.
That's it.
I don't know. And then you look like the one. You like the type that daddies will like.
Daddy.
I am so shocked.
Well.
Really?
Well.
Why you think? Wait, why do you think I have sugar baby vibes?
No comment.
Tayo, why do you think I have sugar baby vibes?
What is it?
You pointed, so that's it. I have what? Come and do eyes.
What is it?
No, I feel like you don't come to life to suffer.
Exactly.
So like,
I don't come to life.
Have you ever entered? No, I have a few questions. Have you ever entered that for your life?
No. I've entered Moloe though many years ago.
It was explosion.
Exactly. You see?
Wow. Okay.
Most likely to be in an open relationship.
Oh, yes.
Probably him.
Accent guy.
We don't-
Bro, actually, no, it'll be one side. Oh, yes. Oh, a onesie.
Why do you
You have this vibe of, you know what, live and let live, and it's just life. You know?
What's the name of that guy from the therapy thing, Paul? I feel like she would have one of those conversations like, you know, the kind of woman I have, it's so difficult for me to just be tied to one person, and I think it's so important for me to have spiritual relationships with other guys and other beings. And she was like this, I'm a loving being, you know, all these things. So you, Awazi. Yeah.
Most likely to fall for a scam.
Oh, for fuck's sake, fuck off.
What? Her, him, yeah. Seriously? Yeah, because you're very like, you're very innocent.
So nice.
No.
I don't judge the book by its cover.
Damn.
But you know, the craziest, I'm surprised, the craziest thing to get me to do is like, you know, just, if I'm giving somebody money, that's fine. But if you're trying to get me to like, you know, give you money because, oh, this seems like an investment, whatever, no. Yeah, go on.
Most likely to be a sub.
Most likely to be a what?
A sub.
What does that mean?
Like, probably TK or Dio. Probably TK or...
What's a sub?
Sub. That was, say, like, explaining S&M, right?
Yeah, BDSM.
Oh, the one that gets tied up?
Submissive. You or you.
Don't bring any weeks or shit. Don't get out here.
I feel like it's going to be Dio.
Of course, you
He talks a
If
lot
he
of
likes
shit.
the girl enough, he'll do it.
So she'll flog me. Like what?
I
don't not touch me, but why you mad?
Well, whatever the opposite of that is, that would be Gbemi. Gbemi will be the one that wants to flog, you know.
Most likely to slap the president.
Yeah. And that's why she'll get arrested. That's why she'll get arrested. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Most likely to rob a bank.
Why?
Because it's Detroit.
You know how I'll get caught? I'll wear a mask, but they'll see my ass.
Nice one. Nice one.
Most likely to accidentally fall into fraud.
To fall into fraud.
As in do fraud.
Do fraud. Most likely to do fraud. I don't know. I'm looking at Dio.
Don't mistake the dreads, no.
And size. Okay.
Most likely to marry somebody for money. I say guys. Let's just do
All the guys.
All the guys.
So ladies, don't ever let any guy shame you for being like, you know, money conscious or whatever it is. They all like money too.
They all like money. Nobody wants to suffer. Let's go.
A lot of guys have no problem with marrying up.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Even if like you weren't attracted to her, you didn't really, you don't.
Sit down and have to
It has to be.
So if you were just like moderately attracted to her, but she came from like a very, very rich family, you'd go for it.
Moderate can turn into
something. We'll work it out.
The money will beautify her.
Work it out. Oh wow.
I mean now.
Most likely to have hooked up with somebody and several people in that person's group.
What?
No, but it's you now.
I would say accent guy and Dio. Yeah. I don't like her the way I like you. It's different. It's different.
Most likely to get hooked on cocaine.
Maybe TK.
Most likely, why is
hooked on cocaine?
As in,
because I say no to drugs. Say no to drugs, kids.
cocaine is expensive.
Only cheap drugs for you. Only cheap drugs for you.
Yes.
Oh God.
Most likely to get caught skinny dipping. That'll probably be me.
Awazi actually. Fucking gypsy.
Yeah.
She's like, love is love and light is light. And when they catch her I am in my natural state. This is my natural
Awasi,
state.
yes.
If you cannot accept me, I don't, that's,
I'm dying.
Let me guess, you used to recite poetry at some point in your life. And those poetry, and they do like this.
I'm so confused.
Go up and down.
And
I've got one.
Settled upon my vulva and my breast.
Most likely to be drunk at work.
Accent guy.
Really?
Awazi's drinking.
Not drunk.
Most likely to date 2 people at once.
Tiki.
Tools.
Dio.
No.
You're just mentioning my name because you know I was going to mention your name.
Boy, it's Tiki.
No, I would be very bad at that.
It's the one that looks innocent.
Wow, Tiki.
Most likely to be into BDSM. Awazi.
Wait.
So.
Awazi.
Aforementioned excuses before.
Wait, I've got this one. Most likely to hear their story on Sex Sent Me to the ER.
Accent guy.
Wow, Tiki, I want to say Awazi. I want to say Awazi too. I want to say Awazi.
We have very wild people in this room.
Awazi and TK. No, TK looks. You know what? TK looks like your very regular. And those are the ones that they have dungeons and shit.
Go to bed and shit.
Why do you have like a red room in your apartment or something?
Yes.
Like a section. You have whips and chains and black leather. And masks.
Oh, okay. Last one. Most likely to sleep with their boss. Off. What do you mean? Which boss? Which boss? Which boss? Are you okay?
Don't lose your job, please.
It's violence for me.
But if it's the bosses that we're talking about, you know that's a goddamn lie. Oh my gosh!
Can you please not lose your job? Thank you.
Like what?
No way.
It's the fact that when he knew that this was going to tell you what, and you fell for it. She's like, I want to fuck her.
Alright, last one before she gets me in trouble. Most likely to have the highest body count.
Accent guy.
Actually, you. No,
Dio.
you ho. You ho.
I don't know why you're pointing to me.
I was like, no, wait, you ho.
What, Dio?
Yes.
Dio, yes.
It's still not me.
No, I think it's.
It's not me.
I feel like it's accent guy.
Accent guy will come.
No,
Accent guy will come
guy.
second or third, but you.
I feel like accent guy is first. Accent guy is first.
No,
Then
he's first.
second is between TK and Dio.
Nakademos.
Nakademos.
What the hell is this?
He's Nakademos. I thought he'd be Nakademos.
I'm not Nakademos.
Because you remember that you told us what you used to do in the UKs, and you used to be a show promoter and stuff, and everybody knows that show promoters, they'll try to collect ass to let somebody in for
We were trying. The ass was there.
So there you go. How many years did you do that for?
Easy Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
You
to
can imagine
stage
this person has lost count of how many people he's been with, but he wants the person that he settles with to be almost a virgin. Look
There
at
you
him.
And under 30.
Yes.
I know.
Please don't bring
Yes.
a new set any episode.
Oh my days.
Anyways.
I legit cried.
fun.
That's crazy.
I'm concerned about what you guys think of me.
I'm not concerned. Think what you want to think. That's your business.
It's a game.
The whole the sugar baby thing, really?
No, but there's no one else now. Like
You'd be surprised that in this life, Gbemi's had more sugar daddies than I have.
I don't have.
But
I mean,
you
and
know
I'll
what,
be
like,
sure.
that's
don't
the
look-
confirm that you've had
And
sugar
you
daddies.
really think
really.
in this life that I would have had sugar daddies that could change my life and I'll still be talking to you lots? Nonsense. I won't even walk.
Do you know what? I'll
I'll
say
be shaking
this.
my ass
I'll say this.
on a yacht.
In Dubai. I reckon that if I had actually grown up in Lagos, I probably would have had like a handful of sugar daddies. Yeah, but you know.
Thank God.
So Lagos does that to you, right?
Lagos does that to you.
And on that note, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't done so, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you send this to your friends. Let them, I don't know, come up with a game as well, the Never Have I Ever, and let us know. And let us know how it goes. And the most likely to, all of those things. Let us know how it goes. Have a blessed week, and we'll catch you next time.
No fight though.
No fights in bus. Bye, guys.